Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to plan healthy meals on a budget, specifically when you are trying to lose weight. I feel like I have been trying to lose 5 to 10 pounds for like 6 months now, and about 2 weeks ago I decided, you know what, I'm done. I'm tired of trying to, I am going to. And I did, and it totally worked. I lost 5 pounds in 1 week. 5 pounds in 1 week. So one of the biggest misconceptions about eating healthy is that it's expensive. When you are eating healthy, it's actually not that expensive to eat vegetables. Meat can sometimes get expensive, and I think that's where people start thinking, wow, it's expensive to eat healthy. I'm just gonna go for something off the shelf. Yes, something off the shelf. Ramen noodles. Anything that's already packaged and preserved and can last years on the shelf. It's probably going to be cheaper than Whole Foods, but it might surprise you that some Whole Foods are relatively cheap, and you just have to know when to buy them. The first thing that I do to save money is I look at the sales ad. So I shop at Aldi. Y'all probably already know that. If I'm not shopping at Aldi, I'll usually do Walmart pickup because it's convenient. The ad for Aldi this week, and on the front I look at what's on sale. So cantaloupe, 99 cents. Well, cantaloupe is going to be my afternoon snack this week. Cucumbers are $1.99 a package. So cucumbers, I could make a cucumber salad for lunch this week. Eggs, 49 cents. Well, you can bet every day this week I'm going to have scrambled eggs for breakfast. Then I look at my meat. Okay, this week whole chicken is $3.79 a pound. So I might pick up one of those, and I'm gonna have chicken 1 or 2 nights a week. I hope you get the drift here. Basically, I'm using what's already on sale to help plan my meals. Once I know what's gonna be on sale, I use that to plan my meals in my calendar. So all I do is I open up my week, and at the top, I'm going to write down what we're going to eat every night. I usually scroll on Pinterest for healthy meals. I have a few cookbooks that I'll go to, but I write down what I'm eating, and then I write down what I need for those meals here. Also, if I'm eating out that week, we're gonna be busy, I don't plan to cook. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So that's the first step. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to eat healthy, if you're trying to meal plan on a budget, you need to have a plan, and that starts here. All right, so the next thing that I do when I'm trying to eat healthy, whenever I go into a grocery store, I have to give myself tunnel vision, right? So I am going to try and just shop around the outside of the store. So those are usually like your produce, your meat, your cold section, your freezer section, right? Those are going to be your healthiest options. Everything in the middle is usually your things that have a longer shelf life. They're going to be processed, going to have additives in them. Yes, you're going to need to go down that aisle to probably buy bread or what other things like that, but try to plan and stick with the food that's just on the outside of the store. It's going to be the healthiest for you. So one thing that I found on Amazon that I absolutely love are some lunch meal prep containers. I got them on Amazon. I will link them down below, but they look like this. And there are 3 compartments, a large one and then 2 smaller. This is what I like to use for lunch when I am meal prepping on Sundays. So I will usually go with something more traditional, like I will do like grilled chicken in the Instant Pot. I might do broccoli here, and then I might do like quinoa or another healthier grain. These were super cheap. You can microwave them, you can put them in the dishwasher. Also bought these off of Amazon. They are food portion containers. They come in several different colors. Now I use this because I use Beachbody workouts. And so one of the main things that I started realizing was that, yes, I'm eating healthy food, but my portions are out of control. I like to use these to help me, and this is what I strictly did for that week that helped me lose 5 pounds. So the purple is for like fruit, green is for veggies, red is for protein, so that's like meat. The yellow, oh, I think that's like grains, maybe. I'm gonna have to find this and link it below. I'm losing it. And then the orange is like for dressing or something. But I use these for my meals, for lunch, breakfast, dinner. And even if I was cooking something for my whole family, I would just take this and scoop vegetables. I'd scoop the broccoli, put it in my bowl. I'd scoop the rice, put it in my bowl. I'd scoop whatever, put it in my bowl. And I just knew that that was my portion. And it really, really helped my stomach shrink back to normal size. It helped me realize when I was full. So these I'll link down below too. Super inexpensive, but these will really, really help you get in control of what you're eating. All right, everyone, I've done enough talking for today. Let's get into the meals. I'm going to be sharing with you 5 healthy meals that I cook for my family and some snacks as well. Some of my favorite healthy snacks I tend to go for are basics I think that everybody likes, but I will usually go for an apple with peanut butter in the afternoon if I need something to wake me up, but the peanut butter helps fill me up. I like to go for nuts. Usually cashews are my favorite. These help fill me up too. If I am wanting a sweet treat, I will try to go for some non-fat Greek yogurt, but I will throw in some mini unsweetened chocolate chips, and that really helps tide over my sweet tooth. I also like to drink LaCroix. This is Aldi brand, but this is grapefruit. This also helps me feel like I'm drinking something sweet because it's carbonated, and this one tastes like grapefruit. My favorite fruits to eat are strawberries and bananas too. So I'll usually eat a banana in the morning and strawberries in the afternoon. I like to go for hummus and carrots and cucumber for some veggie snacks. Sometimes I'll even eat that just for lunch. In the morning, I'll usually always go for eggs with salsa, but I also just like to eat regular oatmeal. Not sweetened or anything. I'll just put like a little bit of butter and cinnamon, and then that'll fill me up in the morning. I also really love to cook sweet potatoes in the oven. So I like to cut them up and put them in a pan with olive oil, and then you cut them into cubes, but you roast them in the oven. So I season them with like salt and pepper, and I put them in the oven on 400 for like 30 minutes, and I mix them together every like 10 minutes to get the olive oil on it to cook it. But I love eating these for part of my lunch or just a snack in the afternoon. I like to be able to do the same thing with squash and zucchini. Super easy, very healthy for you. I also really love drinking these Premier protein drinks. I like to drink these just sometimes to fill me up, but I love to pair this with like a cup of cold coffee and this, put some ice in it, and it tastes like a Starbucks drink. You can also go to Starbucks and just order like a venti cup of ice with 2 shots of espresso in the bottom. I think they call it a doppio, but you pour this on top. You can also get the caramel, this is vanilla, or the mocha, and it tastes like a latte. It's so good, but this 30 grams of protein, not a lot of sugar, and a lot healthier than a Starbucks drink. So I like to drink this too. All right, so the second meal I'm gonna show you is egg roll in a bowl. Now I saw this on Pinterest and I've done this 2 different ways. You can go to Walmart or H-E-B, a grocery store, probably a bigger grocery store, and you can buy like a bag from the veggie section, and it's like cut cabbage and like carrots, zucchini mixed up, and you can use that for egg roll in a bowl. If you're going to a grocery store that doesn't have that, then I like to use these chopped salads. So I mentioned this earlier that I like to use this for lunches. These are only like $2 at Aldi. I know they're a little bit more expensive at Walmart, but I like these. So I will use 2 of these Asian chopped salads. I don't really use the dressing. I like to use soy sauce, but you could use this if you didn't have soy sauce. And I like to cook it with ground meat. This is just 2 pounds of hamburger meat, but I like to use 2 pounds of that and 2 bags. If you're just doing 1 pound, then 1 bag is enough. But essentially this is just like having an egg roll, but you're not having the crust. So it's keto friendly if you're into keto, but it's really yummy. It's just veggies and meat, so it's low cal and really good for you. So I just ground up the meat in the skillet, drain the grease, add the chopped cabbage and lettuce. I let it simmer for a second, and I pour soy sauce on it, and it's good to go. This is good for meal prep. I've done this for several days out of the week. It's good with sesame seeds on top and like ginger. So I hope you enjoy. I did want to mention that Aldi also has these in sweet kale, sunflower. This is my favorite, and Southwest. So I know this isn't a meal for like dinner, but this is a meal prep option that I've been doing on Sundays, and I eat it for breakfast throughout the week. So all it is 10 eggs. I cut up a bell pepper, a tomato, and I put some bacon in it. Last week I did spinach, bell pepper. You can even add quinoa if you want. And I season it, and I just put it into a muffin pan, spray it, put it on 400, and I leave it in the oven for like 15 minutes. Don't quote me on that though, I just eye it. But I use that for breakfast, and I usually have about 2 of them in the morning, and that tides me over until lunch. Alright, so this meal that I'm showing you is just a steak salad. It sounds really intimidating to cook a steak, but it's not. All you do is you put butter in the pan and make sure it's really hot. You sear one side, flip it over, sear the other, and then you throw that pan in the oven on broil, and the broil is kind of like a grill. And you just leave it in the pan and it cooks, and it's delicious. All right, the last meal is stuffed bell peppers. So this is a meal you could put meat in. You don't have to put meat in. It could be a vegetarian thing. I like to do quinoa or brown rice, black beans, corn. You can leave it at that. You could add diced tomatoes, rotel, taco seasoning if you want. And I like this because my kids usually just eat the mixture by itself, not really the bell pepper part. And these are really easy to bring to lunch. Top it with cheese and salsa, and it seems like a taco.